Welcome back to another home workout during the second lockdown of 2020. I'm Matt Weston, this is my gym, Empire Gym. Today is chest day. We can't get to our closed gyms to train chest, so I'm going to bring it to you at home. Here we go. 10 disciplines, each of which we're going to do to failure. You can't train any harder than failure, so we remove any counting of reps, we remove any timing of sessions, we go to failure, which will get increasingly difficult as we go through this session. But hey, we need a challenge. That's what gives us the buzz, that's what makes it so much fun. Not designed to be complicated, not designed to be overly technical, but designed to give variation and give you a pump, or the pump that you're chasing. All right, so let's start. So number one, I'm not going to demonstrate one by one, I'm going to do the session. You can follow me. If you need to skip through the video to find certain parts, you can do, but I'm going to go from 1 through to 10, talk you through it, go to failure on each one. Let's see how I get on. Okay, first one, standard press up. We know a standard press up, so hands meet chest, neutral position. I'm not too bothered how wide or narrow you feel is natural for you. So neutral hand position, mid chest. Body in a straight line from your head to your heels, your nose to the floor. Let's go. As many as you can. My nose is touching the floor. Work hard. That's 30. 32 press ups. You do a number that is failure for you, nothing to do with me. Okay, that's your first one, nice and simple. Already, you feel the blood in your chest. Second one is a wide press up. So, simply speaking, the narrower your hands, the more you're going to bring in your triceps and take some of the work away from your chest. And the wider you go, the more you isolate your chest. You don't need to go silly wide. Wherever your hands were, go another hand's width wide. That'll do me, but if you want to go super wide and you're advanced enough to do so, then go for it. Okay. Your hands might feel slightly higher this time. Try and aim for mid-chest again. Let's go to failure. That's 10. You find yourself pushing outwards with your hands. Oh, 17 reps. It's tough. So reduce reps there because you're fatigued from your first set. And there's a lot more direct work going through your chest. So that's a normal standard press up done. A wide press up done. The third one, we're going back to neutral hand position, so normal, comfortable press up hand position. But this time, we're going to add a jump to it. So you're leaving the floor, a jump and a land in effect. Plyometrics. So you're explosive on the way up. You land and you slow down with your brakes on the way down. The plan is still to get your nose to the floor, but don't hit it hard, otherwise you'll end up with a nose like me. So the idea is on the negative, when you land, slow yourself down, bang, back up into the explosive movement. Again, we go to failure. You only have to just leave the floor, you're not going to be 3 or 4 inches off the floor. Okay, let's go. 13 and a half. Good. That's really tough. Okay, standard, wide, plyo, done. Number 4, narrow. So we've been wide. We're now going to come in narrow. Just exhaust your triceps. Just to make the rest of it that little bit more challenging. Just because we can. So this time, a narrow press. Once again, really I want you to come in a hand's width from your standard press up hand position. Or you do the diamond position in the middle press from there. Or just have your thumbs touch. Again, mid-chest. That's where we're pressing from. We go into failure, try and get your nose to the floor. You're going to feel a lot more work in your triceps. So the science here is when you push, you extend your elbow. Whichever direction you push in, you always extend your elbow and use your triceps. They're always involved, but to bring your hands narrow, eliminates some chest and focuses on that elbow extension and your tricep. Okay. Hands together, let's go. That's 10. 11. That's failure. Good. Okay, next one. A little bit more advanced. We're going to go side to side. So we're in effect going to do a walk from one side to another on our hands. So you're going to go, we're going to start narrow, come up. Then we're going to go wide, press, come up. Then we go narrow, press, come up. Then we're going to go left, press, come up. Okay? So one hand always stays in the middle. To failure. This will be tough, let's go. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. You can add variation to that as you get better at it, by really striding your arm wide at either side. But we're working now. Okay, next one is an incline press up. So when you're in the gym, swig of water. When you're in the gym, which we're not, an incline press, when you're pressing effectively in that direction. So you're coming up in an incline movement, an upward movement, to use the top of your chest. So to do that, counterintuitively, you have to raise your feet. So it'll look like I'm in a decline position, but I'm doing an incline press. So, here I have the luxury of some platforms. At home, find something to raise your feet. Really simple. A chair, the sofa, some cushions, some books. Make sure it's safe and that you're not going to slip off it. Okay. Again, we're going to go to failure. This time your hands may be slightly toward your front delts, but still aim for kind of front delts, between front delts and mid-chest. Forehead to the floor. Let's go. So you can see that upward press if in effect. Ooh. 12 and a half. Well, initially you feel slightly fresher with that because you're bringing in your front delts to help. But it soon gets you. So incline, done. This time decline. So a decline press is to press that way. So a dip. So again, conversely our body is in the opposite direction. So we're raising our body. So So whatever your platform is, take your hands to the raised part instead of your feet. That's my platform. The depth or the height of the platform is your call. Okay, are we set? Neutral press up position, mid-chest. Chest to the edge of your platform, let's go to failure. Six, get your chest to touch. 10, 11, 12, 14 reps. Wow, true failure again, great stuff. Can't train harder than that. Okay, this time we're going inside and outside raised plyometric press ups. So we're taking some of the things we've learned, we're going to put together the narrow, the standard, the wide and the plyo in one movement. I say standard and wide because your hand position really is up to you on the outside movement. But you'll be narrow when you land. So, you need to find a way safely of finding two raised points you can press between. Again, I have the luxury of these platforms to play around with. You need to be creative. Just raise 5 or 6 inches. You don't need to be raised that far. The effect will be there even if you use a thick book or something of that depth. Just make sure it's not going to slide and move an inch here. Make sure it's in a secure position. Okay, you want to leave yourself a channel in between the two. That's where I am. And effectively we're jumping from the high platform down to the low platform into a narrow, from a wide to narrow position, then jumping back up again. It's accentuating that plyo movement we did earlier because you're landing from a higher distance, having to slow yourself down. When we did that plyo explosive press, you've now got to get your hands up and off the floor. So really explosive on the way up. On the way down, you're going to be slowing down in the narrow movement. Want your nose to be towards the floor, but be aware. Slow it down, don't hit the floor with your nose, otherwise it'll end up looking like mine. And you don't want that. I'm going to start wide. I find it better to start wide whenever I do this movement. We're going to failure. Let's go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, work hard. 11, 12. Oh. Wow. Another level. That's true failure again. Loving this. Okay, now we've done the in and out raised plyo. We're going to go to in and out plyo without the raise. A way of guaranteeing exhaustion of that movement. So same thing, in and out, just without the raise. Let's go. Wow. Triceps have had it. 8 and a bit reps. Finally, 10 of 10. This is a great session. Love it, love it. You can do this again if you like afterwards. Straight through, test yourself. I'll give you some ideas and some frameworks. You set your own rules in terms of the work you want to put in. But this time, I want you to go really, really slow on the way down, push up quick. Really, really, really slow on the way down, push up quick. Focus on the negative. So this muscle's under tension both ways. It's a great way to finish. So fast on the way up, slow motion on the way down. Let's do as many as you can. Thank you for following me to this point. Love it. Let's go. So your neutral hand position. So a familiar press up position. We're just changing our tempo. So slow. Slow. Nose to the floor. Push. Slow as you can. Slow as you can. Slow as you can. Push. So the push is the concentric. The slow is the eccentric. I think that's 3. Slowly down. Really exaggerate the slow. Exaggerate the slow. Exaggerate the slow. One more. Wow. We're done. 1 to 10 different press movements. Chest day at home. Can't wait to welcome you back to the gym. Remember, things will get better. In the meantime, you're in charge of the way you feel. Exercise, feel better. Lots of love. See you next time.